for folks that don't have some space to know that they can go to be safe, to know that they can run in out of the rain from, you start to become not just numb to your body, but numb to your spirit. We want to spark that. Right? We want to spark the spirit, not let it be numb.
We provide free gender-affirming haircuts and self-empowering workshops to LGBTQIA+ youth who are experiencing homelessness, with a focus on Black transgender youth.
Honestly, the story that I hear over and over and over again, my parents didn't support me, but I have to be who I am. And that's why creating a family here is so important, in order to get over that hump of self-worthlessness.
Watching Andre, who was the youth receiving services, he went from losing his twin brother to police violence and losing everything, losing his housing, losing his support system.
I was still homeless and jobless. I was living in a tent at that point. So it's like this constant battle of trying to find somewhere to be.
We watched him turn his life around, and now he's working with us, and he's been promoted, and he got his apartment, and he's doing so well.
They really helped me with my transition a lot. It really gave me some freedom, some strength, some wiggle room to be who I was and grow. Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Even giving you a haircut makes you not look homeless, which means that you can get a job, which means that maybe you can pay for a gym membership and take a shower there. You know, there's options if you have a little bit of worthiness. We have our stylists come in, and they really help to create the person that they see on the inside, but on the outside.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see. I feel like me, it's just everything's it's just great.
And we have other queer people of color that are in our community teaching workshops for the youth. And that's how they're paying. That's how they're paying for their service and their haircut. It took other people stepping in and other people believing in this project for it to work. The Durfee Springboard grant, being a 2-year grant, number one, is, I think, a genius idea. In that middle, we're on the hook, right? So we have to show up for everything. And what that does is it helps us to build these bonds and relationships with others. That to me is so valuable.
The grant has also enabled us to secure where we currently have our lease for an additional 2 more years.
Durfee coming around means that we were able to make larger purchases so that we're not bleeding out money in these different ways.
Dre getting a promotion and becoming a program assistant. We wouldn't have been able to do that without this grant.
Patty! The Springboard grant comes with a mentor. Patty is all about the big picture.
Taking care of the small stuff is different than sweating the small stuff. There are 2 things that I think that are really important. One is looking at where you're going to be in 5 years, how you're going to get there. And I think building that board of directors.
As the founders, there's just a lot going on that nobody else sees, but we still have to be present for the person that's in front of us. And Patty taught me how to do that. It really feels as though the Durfee Foundation gets what we're doing beyond the check. You know, the quantifiable growth of giving a haircut to someone that is homeless is not as important to the Durfee as what they can do to help me enact the change that we're trying to enact with the haircut.
I really had to be sure that I was okay with everyone being able to see. Yeah, I see you.
I hear them all the time. Oh, when I have a space like this, I'm gonna have it just like this, but I'm gonna change this over here. I want this. I think I'll paint the walls a little, you know. I'm like, yes, do that. When you have that, do that. And it gives them just a little inkling of, I can have this too.